Okay, we are here for an agenda review, reviewing the September 7, 2023 business session. Today is Thursday, August 31, 2023. I'd ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Fast.
Aye.
Commissioner Myers is absent. Commissioner O'Hara.
Here.
Commissioner Hanslick.
Hanslick here.
Commissioner Ashcraft.
Yes, here.
Commissioner Allenbrand.
Allenbrand, aye.
And Chairman Kelly.
Aye. Would we please read item number 1?
Item number 1, consider approving the August 17th, 2023 business session minutes. Commissioner Ashcraft was absent, therefore it remains on action.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Seeing none, item number 2.
Resolution number 081-23, consider scheduling a public hearing for September 28th, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. in the BOCC hearing room at the Johnson County Administration Building to conduct the meeting on the proposed utilization of the construction manager at risk, CMAR, alternative delivery method for the Sunflower Fire Station project.
Very good. Joe Connor's here to discuss this item with us. Mr. Connor?
Good afternoon, Chairman and Commissioners. Joe Connor, Assistant County Manager. And as the issue statement was read, this is a procedural item that's needed to follow state statute when you want to use construction manager at risk delivery process, and this is a cash-funded project. And so, as you're aware, we've pledged the $7.5 million. We've gotten approval from you to start spending some of that in design. And I've been told that by the end of September, we should have some kind of other payment from the project that will be added to this project, so we'll start to move on down the road. And so we want to continue to use the CMR delivery method, and we want to start this administrative procedural process now. This is just a public hearing stating our intent to use construction manager at risk, and then we will be back later this year with the RFP for the award for the construction manager.
Thank you. So this is completely procedural. We're just setting a public hearing for September 28th, 2023.
Correct.
Okay, Commissioner Allenbrand.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I was wondering if maybe, can we share the plans too? Or no? Or is it too soon? Or
It's probably too soon. We don't have the
Okay,
land transfer.
Never
done
mind,
yet.
take it back. Okay, thank you.
All right, other questions here? A candidate for consent?
All right, yeah?
Why?
It's a
People
public hearing.
just-
No,
okay.
excuse me, this is not a public hearing. This
Right.
is just scheduling the
Right.
public
So
hearing.
this is-
Scheduling, I think that it should be on the agenda so that people are aware of it if they want to attend.
Okay, well, we'll keep it there. How about item number 3?
Resolution number 082-23, continuing a declaration of local disaster emergency for severe storms beginning July 14th, 2023, and the continuing impacts thereof.
All right, Dan Robeson is here from the Department of Emergency Services. Mr. Robeson, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chairman, Commissioners. Dan Robeson, Johnson County Emergency Management. This is a request for the board to consider continuing a disaster declaration that we are asking be declared by the chair today regarding the severe storms that occurred in July. You'll recall that we had extreme winds impact the county that caused significant damage. Luckily, there weren't any injuries or fatalities related with the storms. However, it did create significant damages and costs and response and recovery efforts from local jurisdictions. Multiple cities declared disasters as a result of these storms, and 13 different cities in Johnson County have reported public damages and costs related to the event. FEMA's Public Assistance Program is the federal program that allows FEMA to provide assistance at the state and local level, and that program reimburses eligible entities at least 75% of allowable response and recovery costs once it's authorized by a presidential disaster declaration. So in order for states and counties to be eligible for that public assistance, counties and states need to declare a disaster for the event. And they both also have to meet certain pre-identified financial thresholds with their damage. Each year, FEMA identifies these numbers. They're identified as per capita impact cost indicators that they use to determine if a disaster is of such severity or magnitude that it would warrant federal assistance. So in 2023, in Johnson County, for us to be eligible for disaster assistance, or any of the cities in Johnson County, there would need to be a disaster declaration at the state and county level and at the federal level. And Johnson County would need to meet a financial threshold of $2.7 million worth of public damages. And the state would need to reach a $5.2 million threshold, statewide damages. The state believes that through the storms in July, they've met that statewide threshold of $5.2 million. And they anticipate over half of the counties in the state of Kansas will be receiving public assistance as they've met the threshold. To help determine if Johnson County has met that threshold, teams of FEMA and Kansas Division of Emergency Management employees have deployed to Johnson County this week and met with each of the cities that were impacted to determine and validate what the expenditures and costs would be. While that damage assessment won't be officially finalized until tomorrow, I've been speaking with each of the cities and with the state continuously while they've been here. And the last report I received is that it looks like Johnson County most likely will meet that threshold to be included in public assistance, which is great news for those many cities that are seeking assistance. By state statute, the chair is responsible for declaring a local disaster. However, that disaster declaration, once it's issued, is only valid for 7 days unless it's discontinued or continued by the Board of County Commissioners. And that's why we're recommending that the chair sign the local declaration today, and why we're asking on next week's agenda for this board to continue that declaration until the end of September. Happy to answer any questions or provide additional information.
Commissioner Ashcraft and Commissioner Fast.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Robinson, why would we not do this?
Good question.
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. It will be very helpful. We've heard from many of the cities that they're very interested in this, and all 13 that have said that they have damages have said that they would apply for the assistance if made available.
Thank you. Commissioner Fast.
Yeah, thank you. And I know Aaron followed up with you in my district. So Fairway, Leawood, Merriam, Mission Hills, Overland Park, Prairie Village, Roland Park, Westwood. Westwood Hills isn't on here, Mission Woods. So, I guess my question is, will they receive assistance, or only the ones that you've listed here that gave you assessments?
Great question. So what we've done is immediately after this storm, within hours of the storm occurring, we reached out to the cities and asked them to please provide us with their estimates of damage and unmet needs, and we've been continuing that dialogue throughout. The list that you have there is the list of cities that have provided us dollar damage amounts.
Okay.
And that's what's been utilized to determine if we met the threshold. However, if we do meet the threshold and we are granted at the federal level the public assistance through FEMA, any entity, even if they weren't involved with the initial damage assessment, would be eligible.
And then how will you determine it, like for Mission Woods, Westwood Hills, who didn't give a damage assessment?
From that point, once the federal grant is made available and it's authorized, we would inform all of the eligible applicants in Johnson County. And from there on, it would be a direct relationship between those entities and FEMA. The county wouldn't have a role in determining allocation, determining eligibility. The process would be between each entity deciding to apply and then working through that process.
Any further questions? Keep this one on action. Thank you very much, Mr. Robertson. With that, anything further? Okay, we are adjourned. Everybody have a safe and happy holiday weekend.